And of course, the first track we're going to when I start a stream is the Roval. But okay, I'm driving as Tyler Reddick because I've been fast in this lobby. Oh my god, dude. Why does a PS5 controller have to do that with the microphone? I've been talking about it this whole time. Also, I might end up... I didn't even mean to do that. But that guy's dirty anyway. But no, I'm streaming because I was doing good in this server. And also, I haven't done a NASCAR game stream in a long time. But last race at Phoenix, I was in the battle for the win. And all of a sudden, there's this thing that... Oh my god. There's this thing that happens. Like, because I have my mouse plugged in. Sometimes, not often at all. It'll happen like once every couple months. But for some reason, it's like my mouse takes control of the game. And it'll just make my controls start glitching out for a second. And that's what happened at Phoenix. And I still almost won the race, because this 2-car was in the lead. And the guy behind me was mad at him for something, and, like, shipped it down into the corner. Because, like I said, it was Phoenix, he could do that. Also, I'm probably not winning this. Yeah, hell no. I hate these tracks in this game. Specifically this track, though, more than any of the others. Because even at Portland with the corner cutting, at least it's like a straightforward thing. Here you gotta send that last chicane, like, in the perfect way. Which I guess it does end up becoming like a skill. So to some degree, this is a skill track. But at the same time, I don't know. Because you saw what I did on the first lap. You can just cut that and get no consequences. Bump that guy. Didn't even do anything because I hit the inside wall. Alright, we are having a good battle at a road course for once. We have one race in this lobby. It was the first race I did. But yeah, road courses in this game would be so much more fun if there were, like, not to be one of those not to be the kid who says, "Teacher, did you forget the homework?" or anything. But if they kept the walls here where you can't go off the track. Like, I know they get pushed off track sometimes, but having become a lot more competent than I was with racing in general, like over the past year or so, I've realized, yeah, it would probably be worth it to have the inside barriers. Because I really hate how the line at a lot of these road courses just send it through the grass and, like, see how much of the corner you can cut. Hoping somebody joins the stream. Because I remember this time last year, if I made a stream like this, people would be here. You can get such a speed boost by going from the top of the banking to the bottom. And that guy just jinxed it. He said peak battle. And I ran into him. There we go. Finally had a good corner there. Oh god, it's the last lap. I can't even read what the chat says. I need to stop looking at the chat when I'm battling for the lead. Okay. He's still got enough to send me. Like I said. I don't really care, though. I'm having fun in this lobby. And plus, I don't even know if the win counted. Okay, it did. There's some guy going backwards. I don't really care. I hate that track anyway. Oh, I'm gonna go to the NASCAR game server and I'm gonna send the stream in there. And I'm also gonna turn my game volume on. Oh, I'm gonna go to the NASCAR game server and I'm gonna send the stream in there. And I'm also gonna turn my game volume on. Oh. Okay, I should be able to turn it up more than that, but I just want to make sure. Also, I've driven the same car 2 races in a row. I can't do that these days. I should be able to turn it up more than that, but I just want to make sure. Also, I've driven the same car 2 races in a row. I can't do that. Oh, okay. It's really loud. Copy that. As much as I think it's cheap, they stole the row stock sound. I like that they have a countdown noise. Because I was looking away from the screen. Also, here we go. Oh, no way I didn't get involved in that. 2 just got put in the wall. See, in lobbies where I'm actually doing good, I don't race like a maniac. I feel like I don't really ever race like a maniac. Because even when I'm mad, I just... Like, I'll bump people, but I don't, like, wreck people on purpose. So, you know, compared to a lot of people in this game. I always try to be more on the careful side. Ugh. I feel like I'm getting better with that instance right there. Because a lot of times, the guy in front of me will hit the wall, and I'm so busy following his line that I hit the wall. I can't capitalize. I'm working on having better reaction times. Like, okay, he hit the wall. Literally all I have to do is not hit the wall. Okay, yeah, and I don't have to worry about anybody behind us. Yeah, I was gonna... I don't know if you saw the video I uploaded. I was gonna try to... I don't know, I was focused there. I was gonna try to, make like a quick 30-minute stream on the last day. But, when I got on the game, the servers were so full that it wasn't letting me get in. Like, and that was the video I uploaded. It was me trying for like 40 minutes to try to get into the game. And oh my god, this guy. Alright, but this is the first time in a long time I've been in a server where I've been in contention for the win every race. Only won one of them. But I feel like if I was in a little bit more of an aggressive mood right now... I can't believe I didn't just hit the wall. Can't believe I didn't hit it last time either. Oh god. I can't believe I'm like... I can't wait for my mouse to take control of my car and ruin everything. Alright, the top is a lot better than the bottom. Problem is, a lot of times you got people squeezing you up. I wouldn't do that, because I'm the cleanest driver of all time. One to go. I entered too high. Or did I? Yes. I finished second like 3 or 4 races in a row. This guy had 300 ping, oh my god. Even when I had the worst internet of all time, I was still like... And I was streaming, I still only had like 100 something ping. 300? I mean, I've seen worse, but man. Average ping is 1200. Dude, I'm gonna switch schemes. No, I think my average ping is like... Well, it's really low now, but with my old internet, originally my ping would be like... In games where it showed the ping, it would be like 60, 64, somewhere around there. And then around the end of the time I had that internet, because they were doing like what Apple does with old phones, just making it super duper slow so you gotta get the new stuff. Because it was like, my ping would be like 120. So it basically doubled. Also, I don't remember this scheme at all. I appreciate the fact that this guy lifts when he's about to wall somebody. I didn't want to get involved in that, but I was getting pushed. Okay, then. And the two, here we go. Okay, can people stop, like, trying to wall each other back here? It's okay to be mad at somebody, but see, this is just a little ridiculous now. Come on. And again. Hopefully I can stay away from those scallywags. Two's gonna hit the wall. Not gonna slow him down at all, though, because this game has the most inconsistent wall slowdowns I've ever seen in my life. Like, Homestead has almost no wall slowdowns. Give me a push. We are only catching these two if you give me a push. I'm rim riding right now, way lower than I'm supposed to be, making sure this guy can't get to my inside. I might reinstall the PS4 version of this, because I hate the way that the mic sounds with the PS5 controller. And I've realized that there might be some confusion when I say PS5 controller. People might be thinking I'm talking about the controller mic. No. I'm talking about when you plug in your mic into the PS4 controller. Oh my god, into the PS5 controller. It's like it compresses it. Sounds really bad. Like I sound borderline muffled right now. What did the 2 just do? I don't know if it's too soon to say I don't have a dog in this fight right now. No, not too soon. I'll take a 3rd place though, I suppose, even though there's like nobody in here. I want to get into... I gotta make sure my thing's normal. I want to get into... Okay, yeah, it's fine. But no, I want to get into a lobby that has more people, but, you know, I can't really... Gah. Okay, no, but I can't really select what lobby I want to be in. If I leave and rejoin, it's gonna rejoin me to this lobby 46 times in a row. Oh my god, Road America. Oh my god, starting 10th. It's over. There is no shot to win from here. Have I streamed this game this year at all? I'm not going to sleep. I want endless summer vacation. I'm trying to ruin my fun. Okay, maybe I overreacted a little bit saying that I don't have any chance to win from where I was at. But me being myself, I'm sure something's gonna happen. There we go. I was gonna say something self-inflicted. Well, for me, yes, it is summer break, but I also finished school this year. Which is why I said endless summer break. Where did that car come from? Don't come back. My god, I didn't late brake into that corner. Always go flying into the tire barrier there. Tenth to first in 1 lap. That's what I'm talking about. If only we could shorten the race to 1 lap. Because I am not holding this lead. I'm gonna go to the outside in this corner because I do not want to get run over. Never mind. Okay, if it can just be me and this guy for this whole race, that'll be good. Unfortunately, in this game, since draft is so prevalent, a lot of times you'll be having a really good battle with somebody, and then a third car will get involved and ruin the whole thing. What job am I planning on getting? To be honest with you, man, I haven't really thought about what job I want to get. When I think about getting a job, I'm thinking of, like, I want to get a job that, number one, you know, I'll be able to keep my weekend schedule intact. And number two, you know, as long as I make money, you know, for right now, I'm fine. This track's horrible. I would typically agree in any other server. This particular server, some weird things are going down. Oh, God. Let's say don't micro drive. But yeah, basically, like, I'll get a job at a gas station if I have to. If I can. I haven't won a road course in this game. Well, knock on wood. I haven't won a road course in this game in such a long time. I don't think it's that crazy. If you look hard enough, you're going to find fans of any driver in NASCAR history. Because, especially in this era, where super speedways, for example, you'll see anybody up front, there will be like an 8-year-old kid watching a Talladega race where they're fuel saving, and they're going to see Chad Fincham in the lead, and they're going to be like, hey, that guy's leading the race, I like that guy. And they're going to be a Chad Fincham fan. And with a lot of people, they'll... What's wrong with driving for COD? I know Chad Fincham because of NASCAR Heat 5, and Tiki Taki right here, you know, he remembers this, probably. In NASCAR Heat 5, he's like one of the best AIs. Certain colleges. Why so specific? I mean, I get Little John because he's Byron, you know, Liberty University. Also, I thought that was you for a second. Too bed thirsty. I was doing this track in iRacing in the O'Reilly cars earlier today. Or, you know, yesterday, technically. Stop pushing. Why? That's what I was talking about with the inconsistent wall slowdowns. At Darlington, I would have been in last place already. I can knock the wall down off the corner here, and it's fine. I understand it's because it's a high lane track, but, like... Come on. Also, of course this isn't you. You wouldn't be trying to kill me like this. Yeah. Maybe that's you after a really long night on this game. You know, this is the difficulty of starting in the back. The difficulty that wasn't well demonstrated last race because it was a road course and everybody died in turn 1. So I always say this is a game where when you're in a big enough lobby, like it's mostly if you're not by far one of the top 3 fastest, like a lot of the finishing result will come down to where you start. Because people like the 48, who is going to win this race, because he's wall popping. I don't even know if he wall pops there, but sending everybody, and no, because they don't know how to wall pop. They actually don't know how to wall pop. I mean, let's not teach them, but come on. Here comes a 16 car. 18 if you hit. Okay, see? You can't say sorry and then type and lose control. Like, I know exactly what happened, too. He's probably playing on controller like I am. No, he's coming back to the 48 next season. You just watch. He's gonna win 5 races this season. Alright. It's just a battle for third at this point. Maybe second if the 18 slips up. Like if the 18 flips himself. Yeah, but you don't have to type during the race. People need to realize that. Because as I was gonna say before I got sidetracked, this guy's probably racing on controller like I am. He reached over to type, and he lost control of his car for a second. I don't get how people type during the race anyway. Because I've played this game on, I've played it on keyboard too, and it's not any easier to type during the race. Because I'm still pressing down the arrow keys, the W keys, and it starts messing with the typing. And when I start typing, I can't control my car for a second. So when I see people send messages mid-corner, I'm just gonna let the 18 and the 48 have this. Get out of the way. I hear somebody coming. Thank you, 7 car. Oh, brother, Allies having a small rebrand. Of course they are. I'm gonna give the 7 draft because I know he's sending, but he's not wall popping. And in this day and age in NASCAR games, wall popping is a lot worse. Like, I'd much rather lose to this guy than the 48. Seven just got hit by somebody. You know what that means. I originally thought Ally was related to Digital Ally. Back in like 2019. What is going on back there? Can I be real world Tyler Reddick? 2 in a row? And then 3 in a row? I'm gonna get sent here and I know it. So just for the fun of it, I'm gonna run the bottom. There we go. 2 in a row. That's what I'm talking about. But yeah, I saw that there was a race named, like, Digital Ally, and I was like, oh, that must be like a digital version of whatever Ally is. Because I never looked up what Ally was. I think I figured out that Ally was a bank when Alex Bowman started being sponsored by him, and they had a commercial with Dale Jr. So technically, Bowman's done more for Ally than Jimmy Johnson did. And by technically, I mean yes, because he's also won with Ally. Oh. I want to see if I can get to... I was going to say 700 wins for a second, not realizing that I need another 52. I mean, yeah, let's see if we can get 52 wins in this stream. Let's go. I miss everything from before last year. You know, with this 48 right here, I might just sit this one out. I don't know, if I get a taste of what an Ally Financial really is. Yep. I'm gonna stay here, actually. Because like I was saying yesterday, I think, I wasn't streaming, I was in MNCS. But if you stay in these road course races for long enough, you're bound to get a good finish. Because people just quit. You either quit or wreck then quit. Okay, that probably should have been a couple spots, but I was trying not to overshoot it. No matter, though, because these guys are going to start fighting. 48's pissing everybody off. They're not even fighting. It is one-sided to 48. And I'm pretty sure I'm back and forth. From almost dead last... It might be third now. Either third or fourth. Yeah, third. Silliness. Oh my god. Why are the signs hard? And I didn't even lose anything. In fact, I might have gained some ground, because a guy behind me did the same thing. Okay, maybe I'm too tired to understand, but does this race really need to be 5 laps? Not sure if I can really be talking when Homestead was 12 laps. But at least that's a more enjoyable track. I'm gonna see if I can think of some times when I genuinely got angry. I remember there was this person named Sin I used to play with all the time. All the time. Whenever I was on NASCAR game, they'd join. And when I tell you, like that Kevin Harvick quote about Golden Horseshoe, like we'd start together in the last row. And after one lap, Sin would like barely miss all the carnage and be up fighting for the lead by lap 2. And every single race, I was stuck back there in 8th place fighting with some scallywag. This guy just drove off the track. But no, fighting with somebody like that 48 car. And when I tell you, it wasn't just like a couple isolated, literally every race in those lobbies. Whenever I won a race, it felt like I was getting pitied. Okay, if I get 3 in a row here, I'm actually Tyler Reddick. I don't even know how I got there. Oh yeah, I don't think I've seen you get mad at all. That was like I was joking around, but I was starting to get annoyed there. Oh yeah, the 2024 Yellowwood 500 reactions. And that's gonna sound really silly if you think about who won that race, but DD12 crashed as the finish of that race was happening. And looking back on it, I can only be mad at myself. Because if I would have just gone out of full screen, I did anything but go out of full screen on the last lap, or switch servers or anything. If I switched servers or got out of full screen, I would have been able to see the finish. But no. Let's just wait for the buffering to end. Because I exited full screen, and it was right after the finish. The stream started playing beautifully with no issues at all. Which is why I need Stenhouse to win one more time. Like, if I didn't miss that finish, I wouldn't really care if he won again. Because it's like, I never thought he was going to win again after 2017. Like, 2023 Daytona happened, I was the happiest man in the world for a week. Oh. But yeah. That's me being pissed off. I threw a stick of deodorant. I don't know if I ever mentioned it. I think I just said I threw something at the ground. I threw a stick of deodorant at the ground because that was the first thing I saw, and it exploded all over the place. You know, the room smelled nice for a little while. Like, what a waste. Yeah, that might be the most pissed off I've ever been, too. Because that's not only that, but it's like, now I gotta go back to school, like, for the rest of the year, after missing my favorite driver's most likely last win. Because this was around the time that it was announced that a Kroger was leaving, and all that stuff. It was like, okay, well, the team's probably gonna suck next year, they're gonna have no money. But if they threw the caution for Kyle Larson spinning yesterday, Stenhouse actually could have won that race. Because if he would have just made that same move he made on the restart, if he was able to do that again, he would have got by all of them, and he was on fresher tires. At the same time, though, I think a Hayek Motorsports car on fresh tires, on like 50-lap fresher tires, is probably about the same speed as a JGR car on old tires. Also, no way I'm gonna win. Okay, see how many people are left. Both of you guys reset. Man, it doesn't even matter if I reset at this point. NOS Energy's been sponsoring Stenhouse for like his entire career almost. Like, they've been on the car every year. Except, I think 2016 to 2018 they weren't on the car. Then they came back in 2019. They've been on ever since. Let's see, I'm gonna drive the monster car. Okay, I technically got 3 in a row. I drink NOS Energy. But I'm only able to get it like once every 4 months. Because I gotta walk to the store like a mile and a half. Okay, see, now I gotta win this race so I can get a genuine 3 in a row. Where is that guy going? Brrr. Oh god, that was COD. I just booted out of the way. I apologize, COD. I kinda suck at this track. Because I'm too much of an input-heavy person to be able to smoothly get into turn 3 every time. Watch out. Thing about this game is, though, you don't have to be good at the track to win. You just have to miss stuff like that. I wasn't a huge fan of the NOS energy scheme that Stenhouse had from 2023 to last year. And it wasn't because the scheme looked bad, but it was because it, like, to me, it didn't fit the brand as well as the one before. Like the 2020 to 2022 one, where it was mostly blue and there were, like, little orange accents on the car. I like that one more because that's what the actual NOS can looks like. Like, if you get a NOS can, it's an all-blue can with little orange accents. So, the scheme being primarily orange for the past couple years was a little bit weird to me. I didn't dislike the scheme though, like I said. Like, they could bring back that scheme for a different sponsor, and I'll like it. The scheme from this year, I thought it was weird that they went with the design they did. Because I was like, streaming NASCAR game? Yeah, I am. You got a problem with that? Would you rather me stream iRacing and be silent for 45 minutes at a time? Probably, actually. I get pretty annoying after a while. I didn't mean to do that. Here comes somebody else. He's gonna send it 3 wide. No way am I gonna almost be able to do something here. I entered that corner way too high. Okay, yeah, my only hope for this race is these two wreck. Just gonna try and help the 62, but there's nothing you can do there. Is it just me, or is this monster logo offset? I'm not driving this scheme anymore. That annoys me. Why is it like that? It's like they slid it over too far to the right. Okay, let's never drive that car again. Oh, I wish the daily shop would reset at 12. Oh no, let's make it reset at 3 p.m. And I understand that it's not 3 p.m. for everybody. It's probably 12 p.m. for the guy who made the game. Portland again. I'm loving it. No, it's Portland. I'm hating it. So where did... Whatever. It's always the most... Alright, somebody call up Real Dev Perfect and tell them to put barriers. Like, tell them to put anti-corner cut in here. Because it's insane, the amount of corners you can cut. I'm enjoying the fact that nobody's really done that so far. But a lot of times, in a lot of lobbies, especially the bigger ones, the main line around this track is just go through the grass as much as you can. It's not just this track. I was mentioning it before at the Roval. But this track, it's way worse than anywhere else. And I say that as I completely mess up that corner. How do you get IP banned from this game? Do you know the things I've seen people do in here? I know you didn't say this game sucks. I've talked directly to the developer saying this game is ass cheeks before, and I'm on the game right now. Like, you must have done something wild. Also, there you go. The line is just to cut that corner entirely. I would love to use this as a league game, though. Because there's a league that me and Tiki Taki are in that uses MWRT, and they used to be a NASCAR game league before we joined. Oh, I would much rather it be a NASCAR game league. Because when I tell you I am the worst driver in MWRT, not the worst, but like the field usually has like 14 or so people, and I'm usually between like, I gotta not mess up this part of the track, but I'm usually between like 4th and 8th. Whereas in this game, I could be competitive. Did everybody reset? Yeah, MWRT is really weird. Especially like a road course in MWRT. Road courses in that game and short tracks, it feels like you're trying to turn a car that weighs like 8,000 pounds. Like, it almost feels like the car is on a stick inside the ground. And you're trying to, like, get the car to gyrate around the axis. Like, turning the car on a rusty pole. If everybody didn't reset this race, which I strongly believe they did, then this could be redemption for the last race here. I don't know how I'm going to feel if I win 2 Portland races and neither of them count. Turn on reduce motion. I'll do that after this race. Are there any more people in the lobby, son? Even though I feel like you tell me if there weren't. Okay. Swear to God, dude. If I go into spectate... Oh. Yeah. Okay. I'm driving this car again next race. Oh, my back. I never realized there were garage noises in this game. Why do they stop when I turn this way? The garage noises, like, they just stop when you're facing towards them. And we're going to the Roval. Now, forget everything I said about why is there nobody in here. No, forget everything I said about, anything I said about hating road courses before. My least favorite thing about road courses now is that if you win one, it's a gamble on whether it's going to count or not. Because everybody quits. I don't know how I didn't hit the wall. You know, Alex, we could do the greatest thing ever and just make this race not count. I'm not saying it will happen or it should happen, but it could happen. I haven't seen any of these people so far the entire time. Maybe the 7 car, if that's the same guy from earlier. Well, we're gonna find out together, Silver. After I'm done screwing this race up. Make my car invisible, I'm upside down. There's like nobody in here now. Oh. There's 4 people in this server. I don't know if I want a server hop or what. Pretty sure the guy in here is the only guy in the race. Yeah. You know what that means? Time to server hop, potentially. If we get to the end of this roll race and it's still only 4 people in here, well, we're at the end. But I'm gonna try and hop servers. It's not gonna let me, of course. It's gonna respawn me back in the server that says not enough players. Over and over again. Like, I get the idea, man. Not enough players. You know what now is a really great time to do? Go in the Discord and look for codes. Beautiful scenes. Alright, let's see what we can do. I'm not gonna sit here and wait. It's gonna spawn me back in the same server. For a second there, I thought there was a tornado outside my house. Why does the Roblox background music start like that? Okay, you guys are both left, I think. Good, that means now it might spawn me in a different one. Because I think it automatically makes you join your friend. No, it's gonna join me back to this one. No, but console needs to come up with an update where you can select what server you want to join. It's loading too fast. Ho 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 ho. I'm gonna favorite this game. Because I downvoted it a long time ago. You know, I've come to my senses ever since. You know, as much as I hate on this game sometimes, you know, it's the best NASCAR game in Roblox. It's loading so fast, I already know it's just me. Dude. Okay, no. Don't join off of me until it's confirmed that I'm joining a server that has people. Oh my god. Do I have to go join a different game first? I'm gonna join Backstretch Battles for a minute. Then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do one race in here, and then I'm gonna come back. Okay, they're about to finish their race. What car should I drive? I'm gonna do Briscoe. But I really don't like the way this scheme looks, so I'm gonna find a custom one. Actually, I'm pretty sure there's a BBR section, yeah. Please tell me this works. Okay, yes, I typed that in the right way. I don't know, man. I mean, I was binding ties with Real Dev Perfect last year, because he knew me from the Diddy video. But, like, we haven't talked in a while. I forgot how ridiculous this game is. Oh my god. Where did that come from? Also, if MNCS ever switches to PZJ, I'm gonna drive this. Most likely. I know it's never gonna happen. But, you know, a man can dream. Even if those dreams are stupid. Also, me and Tiki Taki are the best teammates of all time. Here, let me demonstrate. Okay, well. Let me, Okay, then. Never say it anything again. We're only good teammates when we're driving as RFK drivers. Noted. Me and him are the worst teammates ever. We wreck each other every race. Whenever we try to help each other, we end up just causing a feud in the organization. They're trying to clap me. I'm sitting so far away from my screen, I thought that said I was in 6th place with the gold. Oh god, I have the highest level in here. I personally don't think RFK is underrated. I think they're like rated right about where they should be. But I also, whenever I log into Twitter, I have a bunch of RFK fans on my timeline. Man, that was fun. I like that you don't have to respawn your car anymore. This is the one thing about the new update that I like. I don't want to go to any of these tracks. Also, I said I was going to do one race. I'll do 2 races. And I would change my scheme if all these scheme IDs weren't 150 characters long. Is this a straight line track? No. You know, we're taking the backstretch out of backstretch battles with all these road tracks. I know everybody wants to be SVG, okay, but like, really. There's not really anything to comment on when you're playing this game. Because you're always going to have the dirty drivers. I was just hating on the road tracks, but you are just going in a straight line the whole time at a lot of the tracks. You know, genuine good racing in this game is kind of rare to find. Like, most of the time, I feel like this game has gotten dirtier. Because I know there's always been a lot of wreckers, but I feel like back in, like, 2023, you would be able to play this game and have at least some clean races. Where, like, a good half the people were clean. Now, everybody's like that car that just wiped out the leader. Just anytime somebody's side by side with you, you better be prepared to get hooked into. Give me a Bush. I don't think he was trying to give me a Bush. But he did. Throwing these beautiful, inconsequential blocks. I'm gonna get wrecked. No, the 18's gonna be the best teammate ever and save me. I appreciate it. Here, you can have the lead, actually. And just like that. And I would have saved it if I didn't get hit. Whoa. That push is not doing anything. It's exactly what I've been talking about. It's always people driving like that now. Like, do you want to win the race, or do you just want to wreck people? Because I'm telling you, that guy would be at least somewhat close to the lead if he didn't do that. Whoa! Silly ass crashes. Like the 41. You would be nice and clear in the lead right now without me on your outside if you didn't do that. You're actively hurting yourself by doing that. He just flipped himself over. He flipped me over too, but, like, are you here to try to win, or are you here to... Come on. Oh... I'm gonna give you an award for being clean in this game. And this, kids, is why, if you're playing backstretch battles, you don't want to get up into the race for the lead until the very end. Oh. I think it's kind of impressive how they managed to wreck this many times just going in a straight line. I'm not sure this particular track is a straight line, but... Okay, me or the 18? Okay, the 18. These cars flip so easily, it's not even funny. If your car goes backwards at any point, you could be going 20 miles an hour. The game's like, up, you're sideways, let's do a blowover. Man, this game's irritating. I'm going back to NASCAR game. And I didn't leave the game because of that. I left it because I want to go back to NASCAR game. I want to see if it'll load me into a server that's not just me. Oh my god, it's the same server I was in earlier. Bro. No, there's 41 people playing the game right now. You're telling me there's not a single server that has like 8 people that I can just join? Actually, it said waiting for an available server. So that guy might have left. No, I'm in the same server, but another guy... And it's the same server, isn't it? I'm going back to Backstretch Battles. It's a Backstretch Battle stream now. Everybody clap your hands. Roblox Select. What does that mean? I think it said my age range was like 19 to 21, which is almost right. If they include one more year in there. Okay, since I missed the start of the race, I'm just gonna screw around trying to find a scheme. This one looks nice. Is that 2 1s or 1? I can't tell. I'm so tired I'm seeing double. It's a complete inverse of another scheme ID I had saved. Yeah, beautiful. Do I have enough time to join in the race? I don't think so. They're moving pretty fast. I can't turn my car. My eyes are getting heavy. Yeah, no, I've got no shot. Give me a little more speed, come on. Only 408? It's 4:35 in the morning. I need to go to bed. Because if this stream gets to like 5, then I'm just not going to bed. So, I've got to... It's past the threshold. Once we get to 5 a.m., if I go to sleep past then I'm going to wake up in the afternoon. I hate waking up in the afternoon. So now my challenge is I'm not quitting the stream until I win a race. Why is it slowing me down so soon? I'm still not to the pack yet. And I might get wrecked by this guy, because half the people in here are wreckers. Most of the people in here, actually. Okay, I see other cars on the track for once. Okay, no, this guy's good. Oh, it's Losey, that's why. Why are so many MNCS drivers from Texas? Okay, so next race I win, like I said, I am ending the stream. So this could be the last race of the stream. You never know. Even though we all know it's not gonna be. I can see the finish from here. I wish it was a little easier to keep your car going in a straight line. Yeah. That guy wants the stream to keep going, doesn't he? He's watching. Oh. Okay, it looks like I find... Actually, no. Wait. I can get out of here. Can I? I don't know, man, because the get unstuck button's gonna make my car flip. It just got me more stuck. Now I can't move at all. Okay, come on. Here we get... Why can I not go out through there? Doesn't matter now. Whoa. Is the guy in the lead driving a Carson Hocevar convertible? Look at the chat. See, that's why if I request somebody to make a scheme, I usually make sure it's like I only request kind of old schemes that haven't been made before. And that can backfire too. I requested Alex to make me the Dasani scheme from 2024, and like a week after he made that, somebody else made it. And it worked out in the end because his old Roblox account that he uploaded the scheme on got banned. Because Roblox is doing a bunch of finicky stuff. Like, Roblox lets some pretty questionable things happen. And yet, if you upload a paint scheme that says HendrickCars.com on it, or any scheme that says .com on it, you're gonna get banned. Because you're directing users off the platform. We've got much bigger fish to fry, Roblox. And you're over here moderating people for putting a NASCAR paint scheme in the game. Just because it said .com in the fine print. There was one scheme I got banned for where it wasn't even... Like, all the cars besides the BBR cars, like all the NASCAR cars, they come from NR 2003. In NR 2003, like, you know, you can, like, add a design to the fire suit if you want. That's never going to show up in Roblox. There was a .com on the fire suit of one of my schemes, and the scheme got banned because of that. Something that doesn't even show up in the game. But because it was in the picture, it said .com. And it's funny because if you format it a certain way, it won't do that. Because that Larson throwback scheme from a couple years ago, the .com isn't right next to the Hendrick cars, so it doesn't get banned. Because the stupid AI doesn't realize it's a link. Also, speaking of links, you can't click on the link on the car anyway. Like, who cares if there's a link? Who cares if I was trying to direct people off platform? Roblox is the last... Also, I got wrecked at the end of a race again. But no, Roblox is the last company that I feel like would have a problem with people being directed off platform. Hey, Pop-Tart. We're having a grand time here. You know, I'm having a horrendous time. I think every race I've done so far, I've gotten wrecked at the end. And because it's backstretch battles, not only does it take 15 minutes to turn your car back around, but, I forgot what I was going to say. I'm so tired. Oh yeah, not only does it take 15 minutes to get your car turned back around when you get spun, anytime you spin, your car decides to flip over. You know this. It's only 343 for you. For me, it's 443. Consider yourself lucky, son. And we're doing this stupid-ass track. Now is a great time to go back to NASCAR game. I apologize to that guy. I didn't know we were turning right... What was that? I've never played this track with the sound on. And we're dead. Somehow I'm leading. Not anymore. There's just one part of the track that, despite being told numerous times, I still don't know where to go. And... oh, that's Nando. Wait, is that the same Nando? No, because Nando's name is all capitalized. That's a funny coincidence, then. Great. I want somebody to make a version of this game, but the cars are too hard to get wrecked. So just a NASCAR game where you can't wreck anybody. That would be a fun game to play. Because you wouldn't be getting your race ruined all the time. Like, you can still hit and everything in side draft, but you just can't ever spin somebody all the way around. Because stuff like that gets old real fast. And we're coming up on the part that I don't know how to get through. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to stop and wait for the light to turn green. But this is way too Halloween looking. It's June the 2nd right now. There's nothing remotely spooky about this date. What? Get this track out of here. Come on. I don't even know which direction the race is going now. Am I going the right way? I see a car here. Yeah, we're gonna be eating good in the neighborhood if that happens. And like I said, I'm gonna be driving this car. Because like I said to Nando earlier, a big part of the reason why I'm not running the 47 anymore, at least for now, is because I am so tired of seeing those 2025 schemes. Like, you don't understand the bad memories that those 2025 schemes bring me. Like racing in Bobby's League in September 2025. Like, hell no. Spirit of Dale Sr., man. If that really was Dale Sr., we've got a lot to talk about. I don't understand why you'd have a problem with me, of all people. Oh my god, why is that playing on my computer? Oh boy. So where's the start? Might make a 4th of July stream on this game. Even though that would be a big waste of my 4th of July. I haven't done anything for the 4th of July in like 6 years. Or 7 years, actually. In 2019, the only time I really did anything for 4th of July, I went out to go watch fireworks. And in 2020, I literally couldn't do that because it was 2020. And then ever since then, my big New Year's thing is just to make a New Year. Oh my god, I said New Year's. How many... Did I say New Year's before, too? If I did, you know what I meant. 4th of July. But yeah, my big 4th of July thing every year after 2020 is just make a stream on a NASCAR game. Somebody should make a sprint car game on Roblox. There probably are some, but the one game I've been able to play that has dirt cars, they're way too sensitive. Like, if you breathe on the stick the wrong way, the car is going to start flipping out. Literally flipping out. Like, I did them in iRacing a few times, and I really like them. It's a good break, like when you're doing, when I'm doing NASCAR stuff, and I get wrecked 15 races in a row. Just want to go do something else. You know. So since I'm on the topic of iRacing, I really am not a big fan of the current ARCA car. Yeah, a lot of people say they love the ARCA car. I don't really get it. Because you know what the ARCA car is? It's a 550 car. They just made a 550 horsepower cup car and put an ARCA spoiler on it. Or put an ARCA banner on it. Because you're just full throttle the whole way around at pretty much any intermediate track. And plus, since there's no, like, You're just racing in a pack the whole time, basically. Like, every race is a drafting race except for the short tracks. And I don't even like the short tracks because it's still no horsepower. Like, you gotta get back to the gas super quick. Like, I'm good in cars where you have to be kind of careful. And speaking of being kind of careful, come on. Be a little careful. Why are there ramps? No! That was kind of my fault. I was aiming straight for him. Okay, no. Can stuff like that happen to me at the start of the race and not the end? Like, that's enough. I might be able to have a shot at this thing, though. What was that? Excuse... AI hacker. What? What was the... I gotta look at the chat. I haven't looked at the chat in 25 years. No, this game, at least for me, it usually is this bad. I haven't had even a semi-clean lobby in this game in at least a year and a half. And that's coming from a guy who doesn't play the game much at all. But still. So get this guy out of my rectum. The way this game is, I wouldn't be surprised if he broke my car. Stop full throttle. Oh. We're gonna have to stop anyway. Yeah, every lobby in this game is like this. It's just people causing wrecks. Also, is this you in the 35? If so, I passed you. If not, I would pass you if it was you. I was gonna run this scheme in that iRacing Coke 600 I did. Then I was like, no. Because I saw on the day I was doing it, there were like 300 people racing the scheme, and I was like, I guarantee you there's gonna be at least 4 other people in my lobby. Oh my god. Running the same scheme. There goes Losey again. I can't turn my car. We're stuck together. We're stuck together. We're stuck together. We're stuck together. Don't flip. Oh my god. How did I crash? Alright, we gotta lock in. No more crashing. I gotta keep my eyes open. I don't... Okay, now we gotta lock in, no more crashing. Because I can't sleep until I win a race. Why would you hit the wall? What a dork. Yeah, just putting people in the wall. Nice going. Nice going, man. Doing good, man. Come on, man. Sheesh, man. Wow, man, that's great, man. Here, let me push Losey if I can. I can't get to him. Shut the hell up, Pop-Tart. Don't make me kick your ass. Because you know I will. Now, ugh. And here we go again, getting stuck. I'm gonna find a different scheme to run. It's gonna be the regular Bass Pro Shops one. If I can find that one. And if it's not too many characters for me to be able to type in a timely manner. You clipped me saying what? Something about getting something shoved up into somebody's ass? I don't even know what I said. I'm so tired right now. Like, how are people watching this stream? 5 in the morning. Where's the start at? Oh, that's not that bad. I thought you clipped me saying something that would make me look bad. The thing about NASCAR game is that when there's not a lot of people playing, it likes to do this really funny, really cool thing where it'll spawn... Oh, that's so cool. But no, or it'll spawn me into a server with one other person, and then I leave and rejoin so I can get in a different server, and I do that 112 times, and every time it spawns me back in that server by myself, because the other guy leaves, and it's just me by myself. Like, what's wrong with closing down that server and putting me in a server? There's 50 people playing the game right now. There's no way there's not at least one server that has, like, 8 people that I can join. I don't care how far away it is, if it lags a little more than usual. There's a number... There's a number... Oh my god. No, but does the door number on this car look a little small, or is it just me? Let me find a place where I can actually look at it without getting wrecked in the race. I think the number's too small. Ooh, I can go into cockpit view. This is the real man's experience. And we're dead. Never doing that again. Alright, at this point my challenge is to go a race without flipping over. It's getting ridiculous. Pop-Tart and his clips, man. Okay, this is the real man's way of driving. I can barely hear myself talk right now, this game's so loud. But I don't even care. I'm pretty sure... Okay, I'm actually not doing that anymore. course I haven't ended the stream. I can't end the stream. Why am I going so fast? Did they update the runs? Man, I won 2 of these things in a row last night. Why am I so bad now? I haven't finished in the top 5 in like 8 races. And there's why. That nice slow speed spin that should have just been a spin. The game's like, ooh, sideways car? Let's flip it over. If I get wrecked into. I don't know if that one was my fault or not. But I've gotten wrecked enough times. There we go. Okay. Let's try this again. I'm gonna keep my eyes open from now on. Not gonna be any close-eyed son of a gun. Yeah, there we go. I'm going to sleep tonight. Yeah, let's go, son. I'm not losing any more. Yes, I am. I'm not going to sleep. Unless I can get a push. No, why would we ever do that? Oh my god. Actually, no. I'm gonna get pushed into the abyss. And I'm gonna miss the start because of it. Isn't this the same exact track? I mean, I don't mind, but, like, come on. And I gotta find a version of this that doesn't have a comically small door number. Because small details like that irritate me. So why am I so far forward? There's no way I got wrecked before the race even started. Okay, don't worry though, son. I'm winning this one. Nothing's gonna stop me. Except these 2 Canadians. Whatever happened to that guy who flew above the entire field at 300 miles an hour? Or no, these cars actually do. At like 1,000,000 miles an hour. Why does that slow you down so much? That's the way you do it. Yeah, if I just help the dirty guys, they can wipe out all my competition. Man, if the first 12 seconds of this race didn't happen, I could have actually beaten my challenge of not getting wrecked in a race. I'm so tired I can barely see straight. Okay, you can't try and pass the dirty guys. You just gotta hope they wreck into each other. There goes one. Okay, if I could have gotten that push, I could have won. Oh. Let's do Talladega for the 15th time. I don't want to do your silly dirt road course. It's called backstretch battles. If this is the track I think it is, I'm not doing it. I'm sitting this one out and I'm gonna go find a... This isn't the one I think it is, but it's just as bad. So I might sit this one out. I don't know. Because there's this weird part of the track where there's a turn. And it's backstretch battles, not supposed to be a turn. And I can barely keep my eyes open right now. And also a common theme that I've noticed with these things I do where I'm like, I'm not going to bed till I win a race. It's always disappointing when I do win. Because either I've been doing it for a really long time to the point where I just want to quit the game, which that's usually the case, or a lot of times it's a mixture of that and I win in like stupid fashion. Like I want to know I have a chance to win. A lot of times it'll be like the leaders in front of me wreck and they quit, and then I'm just running by myself for 4 laps. And it's like, yeah, that's cool, I won, but like I didn't do anything. Also, I got these 3 Canada cars up here. The 2 car took one for the team. I'm not even gonna block him. Because he is such a good guy. If I can stop hitting the wall like I'm doing. I'm about to fall asleep, but I'm not letting myself sleep until I win. Because it's backstretch battles. It's not that hard to win. And if it is, then I'm just a bad driver. Okay, I think this might be where the turn's at. Yeah, I am not a fan of this track in any way. All the people leading, it's this guy. Every time. Oh my god, the 2 car. But I gotta push this guy. So if I try to pass him, I'm gonna get wrecked. And again, my best case scenario is I push him up to the leader, he wrecks himself and the leader. Or I can just do that. I didn't even mean to do that. And my controller battery's low. This race better hurry up and finish. I didn't mean to do that. I braked. What was that? Oh my goodness, this game stinks. I hate these people. Oh. Why can't there ever be a NASCAR game that discourages dirty driving? I feel like you can say that about any of the last, 6 races I've done. I could have won if I didn't get put into some kind of compromising position. But okay, let's go back to the 4th of July scheme. The patriotic scheme, I mean. Yeah, this scheme won at this track. You know what that means? Everybody's driving Canadian cars. I didn't mean to do that. Wrecked that same guy 2 times by accident. Did something happen in Canada lately, or am I missing something? This guy's name, the Yes. You know, enough hours in this game and I could be the best super speedway racer in Roblox history. Like, in leagues. Because you're doing so much of that. It's almost the same with NASCAR game, but NASCAR game's weird. I'm acting like NASCAR game's the weird one out of the two. Yes, abuse. Thank you, sir, 697. Thank you, sir. Woohoo! Last place. My car got stuck in a tree. Bet you don't hear that too often. A lot of times, oh man, my kite got stuck in a tree. If you're a kid in the 1960s, I guess. Or, oh man, my foam jet got stuck in a tree. You know, my cat's stuck in a tree. No, my car is stuck in a tree. Insane. I'm stuck in a tree. I'm trying to remember. There was this funny book I was reading one time. I think it was a kid's book too. But there is this guy who's on the phone with the fire department. It might have been like a Bad Kitty book or something. I don't know. But there was a guy who got stuck in a tree. It was kind of funny. And who's this guy driving the same number as me? You're ruining my novelty. Dry ass joke is this guy's name. We're really just... People will name themselves anything. I don't know, I feel like I'm pretty high up on that list. Haha, wrecked yourself, I'm still in the top 3. Ha ha ha. Dry ass joke, more like drunk ass driver. As I get turned. My god, stop spinning out, car. Oh! What an idiot. What a clone. Four car, man. What's up, son? The other 19. How did that spin me out, game? Really, game? Oh my god. I'm not even gonna blame that on the people, because that shouldn't have spun me out. This game's got some silly-ass crash physics. Okay, there's one guy out here. If I can just get a push. Yes. Oh my god, can I go to sleep? Yes. Okay, the stream's over. Oh. Ooh, man, I'm gonna do a little burnout. Even though I can't do that. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna wake up at 1:30 p.m. and it doesn't even matter, man. Good night, stream. Actually, no, I'm gonna stream for one more minute. Because the stream's at an hour and 59 minutes. Like, I can't just make an hour and 59 minute stream. Because when I clicked on the thing, it was exactly an hour and 59 minutes, too. Like, in 0 seconds. I don't even know why I joined this game. Oh my god, there's actual people in the lobby for once? No, there's 2 people in here. Okay, no, 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 no. 25 people are playing the game, and it can't give me a lobby that has more than 2 other people? Really? I mean, alright then. I'm too tired to play that game. 59, 2 hours. Good night.